break time. And after all the snow and ice and freezing temperatures we've had lately, today's pretty incredible. It was about 48 degrees when I started this morning, but it's about time to take this fleece off. I think it's close to 60 now. I think 60 is the high today. It's going to be getting close to that. Alrighty, it's almost game time. It's Monday, February 28th today, and we leave for the trip to Georgia on March 5th, on Saturday. So I've got 5 days left before we start heading that direction. Still won't be starting the hike until March 12th, but once we leave St. Louis and start heading that direction, it's going to really feel like it's begun. So I just want to talk a little bit about the process, or where my mind is on getting ready to go. I'm ready. I'm more than ready. So when I was deciding when I was going to actually make my last day of work, I kind of made a schedule of what I was going to be doing each week. That was partly not only just to kind of calculate out how long it was going to take me to prepare, but I know myself, and I know that I would do everything the first week and then be sitting there twiddling my thumbs for the last several. So I came up with 6 weeks, and that's worked out really well. So one of the biggest mental obstacles that I was anticipating and knew that I was going to need some time for was just to get comfortable with the idea of not working. I started working illegally when I was 14, and I've pretty much always worked from the time I was 14 until about 6 weeks ago. So I knew that I was going to struggle with the idea of not being employed, not making money. So I kind of built in some time to get comfortable with that. And, that was a little bit easier than I anticipated, kind of just getting comfortable with that. But I had been planning for a long time, so that helps. I was really anxious and just like chomping at the bit, ready to go up until a few days ago. And then it's kind of like the calm before the storm, I guess. I just feel really at peace and ready to go when the time is here, but I'm going to enjoy the last few days. I know leaving family for 6 months or so is going to be tough, but we have FaceTime and whatnot, and I'm sure I'll see somebody at some point. But that's not really weighing too heavily on me. The only thing that really is giving me any kind of angst internally, or things that I'm worried about, is I feel guilty for leaving my dog. But I guess that's just to be expected. The things I keep telling myself that, and I don't know whether this is true or not, but someone told me the last time I went on a long hike, nowhere near this long, but I said dogs don't understand the concept of time. So think about it. We walk outside of the house for 3 minutes and you come back and they act like you've been gone all day. So I think that may be true. And last year when I hiked, I was gone I didn't see Lucy for, I think, about 44 or 45 days total. And, after a day or two, we just picked right back up to where we left off beforehand, and I think that she's pretty resilient, and I think it'll be fine. But that is the only thing that's really weighing on me in any real capacity of like felt weight. I know some of you that aren't dog people don't really understand that, but that's my reality. So anyway, it is what it is. Let's see, what else? So as far as physically, I'm feeling really good. I've been sticking to my training plan, which isn't overly official. I just have been coming up with My main focus has been on running and just keeping my cardio good. I've not been trying to overdo anything. I'm trying to avoid any injuries. I've slowed my pace a little bit. But yesterday I finished my February running goal, and this last few days my only goal is, why is a telemarketer calling me do they not know I'm doing a YouTube video? What I was saying is these next few days are going to be mostly just hiking with the full weight of my pack. I'm carrying my full pack today. The only thing that's not in there is my sleeping quilt. It only weighs 20 ounces, but I started with more water than I'll normally carry. So if anything, I may be carrying a few ounces more than what I'll mostly be carrying on the trail. I'm going to try to do some medium-sized days these next few days. I'm going to do at least 10 miles today, and then somewhere between 6 and 10 or 12, 13, I don't know, the next few days. The weather's supposed to be beautiful this week, so that's great. The only problem is the trails are nothing but complete mud. So I don't think any of the trails are going to be dried up enough to, one, I don't want to damage the trails anymore by hiking on them in the mud. The other thing is I don't want to slip and fall and get injured this close to go time. So today I'm out at a local conservation area. There's a lot of field roads here. People can use bicycles and whatnot on them when it's dry. It's not really much of a path. The ground isn't real smooth, so I needed something to have some type of, I wanted something bumpy, just so my ankles and knees are also getting a workout with carrying the pack. But anyway, yeah, I feel good. I'm feeling good, ready to go. The only real task I have left to do, I promised my mom I would give mine and her dogs a bath this week. It's supposed to be 70, I think, the next 2 days after today. So probably do that one of the next 2 days. That week that we're going to just kind of be vacationing between leaving here and me starting my hike, plan to do several just informal type trail magic. For hikers, nothing like no formal hiker feeds or anything. So I need to go get some Gatorade and beer and some other kind of goodies for that. I don't know, today or tomorrow or something. And that's pretty much it. I'm ready to go. I'm sure there's a lot more to talk about, but I don't want to bore you any longer than I already have. So I do intend to probably make one more video before I get on the trail. I'm going to try to put something together to remember the trip that my mom and dad and I are taking down when they dropped me off. My mom told me to, don't be putting that camera in my face. So we'll see about that. Anyway, all right, well, I still got at least 6 or so miles to do today, so I better get my shoes and socks on and get to walking. We only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough.